Hi folks and welcome. I am here this week and I'm going to do our business spotlight with Fergal Hartley. Fergal runs a number of businesses here in Waterford City, including Hartley People, Clannad Care, and he also has a business that does career coaching and guidance. So Fergal, you're very welcome. Lovely to meet you in the virtual world. How are you keeping?
Great, Maria, great. Under the circumstances, obviously in lockdown at the moment, so working from home partially, working from the office, but thankfully all has been good so far.
Very good. And tell me a bit about your business.
Yeah, so actually we're open 20 years next May, so God, it's gone in the blink of an eye, really. So the business, all our businesses, we have a number of different companies owned by myself and Roisin. Roisin's my sister. We both set up together in May of 2001. So we started off in the Quay down in Waterford, a small office down in the Quay in Clyde House. We now have 3 offices in around Waterford City. So offices in Manor Street and Catherine Street and in Colbury. So we've kind of a number of different kind of service offerings or revenue streams. We have recruitment, which is probably what we're best known for. We have our permanent recruitment business, our permanent placement business. We have a business called Hartley People 360, which specializes in contingency workforce solutions, or probably better known as agency workers. We have Clannad Care, which is a healthcare business specializing in healthcare assistance. We have a training business, which is very specialist in a niche area of the ETB. And we have a career coaching business, as you referenced earlier, which is, I suppose, working with individuals and sometimes with corporates in terms of outplacement, providing outplacement services for corporates, helping people transition from, I suppose, one point in their career to another. Very good.
So you have an awful lot going on. So at the moment, you've a lot is happening. You must have a great team around you.
Well, look at our business, Maria, is about people and relationships, and first and foremost there is about our staff. Thankfully, it's been a tough year, but we've, in the context of where things could have been, we've had a good year, and that's everything. It's been built and I suppose maintained, and we've got through this tough period based on the strength of the team. And I suppose, look, we're lucky. I suppose in one hand we're a recruitment company, so it'd be an indictment on us if we didn't have good people. We have a great team, great loyal team, hard-working team, and they provide a superb service to our clients. Our clients keep coming back, and that's the strength of our business for sure.
Very good. And tell me a bit more about Clannad Care.
Yeah, so Clannad Care is a business that we set up 10 years ago. So it was roughly March of 2010. And so Clannad Care has about 170 staff providing healthcare assistance in the community and in the hospital setting, private and public sector hospitals, HSE being obviously a significant client of ours, providing private and publicly funded support for, in many cases, elderly people in the community. We operate across the southeast region, primarily Waterford, Wexford, Kilkenny and Tipperary, but also Dublin, Offaly, Cork. Yes. So it's pretty much almost nationwide. If you drew an imaginary line from Dublin to Limerick, and everything south of that is where we provide our services.
Very good. And with Clannad Care, do you provide services, we'll say, in the community for individual people, or is it more for the HSE?
It's for individual people. When I say the HSE, in many cases it's funded or supported by the HSE.
Okay.
But it's mostly for elderly people who need support, and it's a hugely important service, particularly at the moment. The work of a healthcare assistant is very much a vocation. There's some of the most brilliant people you will ever meet are healthcare assistants, and the work that they do really it's uplifting, and it's a business we're very proud of. It's a completely separate company to Hartley People, but it's owned again by myself and Roisin, and I suppose when you provide a service like that, Maria, it's not just about, I suppose, the business, the bottom line. It's very much about it's about the people, not the healthcare assistants and the people they support. It's a business we take great pride in, and I suppose we try at all times to absolutely deliver to the best of our abilities, as do all the team that's involved there.
Very good. And then in terms of the career coaching?
Yeah, so career coaching, I suppose Fiona Hartley, my wife, she heads up that with Gordon Ryan, and just two of them involved really in providing, and again, most of the individuals coming to us looking for either career coaching, which is effectively, somebody at a particular point in their career and they want to make a change, or at a point in their career they don't know what to do next. And we go through a whole coaching process with them to help them get from point A to point B, wherever A and B might be. And in some cases, very simply transactional stuff, whereby somebody just wants to come in and get a CV done professionally, or wants to come in and prepare for an interview and get professional support and professional advice on developing a CV, or preparing for an interview. And in many cases, then it's, look, I'm looking for a new job. I know what I want to do, but I don't know how to go about it. Or can you give me some coaching and support on how to go about it? And that's the service we provide there. So it's, again, thankfully, it's been something that we've been doing for many years. And I suppose in the last probably 7 or 8 years, Fiona and Gordon have really taken that and developed it into a proper business.
Very good. And tell me, when, like, before lockdowns and COVID, obviously people could come in and make appointments. Are you facilitating these meetings now on Zoom?
Yeah, Zoom and Teams and Skype and
Great.
WhatsApp and whatever they want to do them on, absolutely. So that's obviously, we've had to adapt. Same in our training business, we had to adapt. I mean, we've now 40% of our training is online. So, but again, all our coaching, or the vast majority of our coaching is done online. But it's working. Again, I think long term, we'll obviously revert back to face to face. If I never see another Zoom in my life, I'll be happy once this COVID is over, because I just feel, I love the connection of, as I think do most people, I just love the connection of meeting people face to face and being able to shake a hand and be able to look somebody in the eye and really connect with somebody. And I think as well as anybody, that happens much more fluently, and it just works better when you're sitting down in a room with somebody and doing it face to face. And that's what our business is about. Our business is about people. And it's about being able to sit down with somebody. And we see ourselves primarily, Maria, as kind of solutions providers, right? Finding out, well, what does our customer, and our customer can be we have customers in many different areas and spheres and so on. And it's trying to identify, well, what does our customer really want? And to get behind the skin and underneath the bonnet. And to do that, it's really best if you do it face to face. And that's what works best for us. And look, it's working. It's Zooms, Teams, all the video conferencing, it works. But I'm looking forward to the day when we can back and sit down and shake hands and look across the table at each other.
Very good. And Fergal, tell me, you are a very busy man, but you obviously get spare time sometimes. What do you like doing in your spare time?
I'm a GA or a hurling kind of fanatic. So that's I'm married, I have 3 kids. So it's family and it's hurling, and that's about it. But I tell you, it's there's never a spare minute. I don't get too much time watching television for sure, but and I'm just delighted to be back. We've obviously games back on again, and Waterford doing great at the moment, and it's just it's brilliant to be able to go and watch a match, or not even watch it, but watching on the television. So that's my life is simple. It's work. It's the family stuff at home, and my good wife will say I don't do enough of that, but and it's hurling, and that's about it, Maria.
Fantastic. And just remind us all, what is you've websites, so if people need to get in touch with you, be Clannad or Hartley people, obviously the details are on the websites, are they?
Yeah, hartleypeople.com, clannadcare.ie. All our details are there, and find us on all the various different social media platforms as well. And as I say, we're even though our doors are partially closed, a lot of our staff are working from home, so the doors are partially closed. The business is open, and thankfully, the first lockdown was difficult for sure, and it was like someone flicked a switch and turned things off. But I think there's a real resolve amongst everybody just to get through this lockdown, and thankfully it's business as usual, and full steam ahead.
Yeah, no, that's great. I think everybody knows we just need to find a way to work around this and live alongside it, as they say. Well, look, Fergal, thank you for your time, and I want to wish you and your team the very best and continued success. You're going to be 20 years in business now next year.
20 years in business next year, so we'll hopefully, if we're kind of out the far side of COVID, we're planning a big celebration. So hopefully, looking forward to that. And,
fantastic.
Thanks to yourself, Maria, and continued success to everybody in Liberty Blue as well.
Thank you very much. Take care. Have a good day.